All right, Chatback time. What's on your heart? What's on your mind? It is clear from the responses that you are a congregation that is working on the art of relationship. So the question is, how do you nourish relationships? One says, it is necessary to provide those things that nourish a relationship. Communication is one way to cultivate a relationship. You can make a conscious effort to observe the thing that nourishes a relationship and that will help to nourish a relationship. Intentionality.
Communication, and communicate some more. Absolutely. Another says, I nourish relationships by walking in God's word and faith, being kind to all, communicating and helping when I can by giving emotional support, compassion, validation, and compliments.
The C words. Did you catch the C words in that? C for communication, C for compassion, and C for compliments.
Absolutely.
Love that. That's another sermon right there.
It's relationship building.
Yeah. Another says, one that's moved but is with us online, says, it is more difficult to stay in touch at a distance after moving to New Jersey. But I try to use email and some cards and phone calls and, of course, sharing messages on the chat during worship. So thank you for nourishing that relationship from New Jersey.
Yes, thanks for doing that. Another says, I nourish relationships with those closest to me by sharing the good and the bad things that are happening to me. Sharing the good and the bad. There's a song that talks about the good times and the bad times, through all the times. That being building of relationships.
It's about being real and being vulnerable is part of what nourishes a relationship. Another one who's moved, and this one's from Pennsylvania, says, I nourish my relationship with the Lord by always trying to obey God's word, follow God's commands, and strive to get closer to God each and every day, and most of all, to give God praise for what God has done and what God is going to do, and to believe on God's promises. Our God promises that God will work with us when it comes to relationship stuff, as messy as it gets.
That's right. Trust and believe, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus but to, thank you, to trust and obey. I know I sprung that on you very surprisingly. Well, another says, for me, relationships resemble symbiotic connections between plants. When we share the resources of sunshine and rain in life, and when we give nutrients of support that only we can give, we thrive together. That's very beautiful. It's a symbiotic relationship. We help one another. I care for you, you care for me. We all are a part of God's family.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's another part of a song there.
It is.
We are a singing congregation. I think singing is one of the ways that nourishes. So if you're in a relationship, you might want to get up in the morning and say, oh, what a beautiful morning, and you are too. That's a little mushy, but anyway, mushy works too.
Well,
mushiness also nourishes relationships. All right.
Yes.
Thank you all so much. You all are amazing. For those of you online or on demand, I wish you could see some of the glow in the room and the smiles on the faces. What a joy it is to be together in the space and beyond the space. Thank you all.